This question, that is AI content good or bad for SEO, is the completely wrong question, and it entirely misses the point. So get that out of your head. It does not matter because Google does not explicitly punish AI generated content. They've told us that. It does punish hollow content. So it is logical to think that, well, AI tends to produce kind of hollow content. It's all kind of bland and repetitive and similar to each other. So it can seem very logical. Well, if my content has too much of that in it, then Google won't rank it, right? But that's not the right thing to focus on. The reality is the inverse of that. It's not, do I have too much AI generated content in my content? The question to ask yourself is, do I have enough human experience demonstrated in my content? So it's not too much AI will hurt me. It's possible because too much AI is too hollow, but you're focusing in the wrong direction if you're thinking like that. The direction to look at is, have I added enough of my own real world human experience to this content? And Google has told us that this is exactly what they want from us. Almost immediately after ChatGPT was released, they issued an update to their quality rater guidelines because the web was now being fire hosed with bland AI generated articles all day, every day. So they said, we have had this E.E.A.T acronym for years, and we're going to add a new E to it. So in addition to E.E.A.T, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, they now also want you to demonstrate experience in your content, your real world on this planet as a human, things you have experienced. So they have told us this because this is what they want us to do to ensure that the web continues to get quality content that's not completely bland and generic and repetitive. And just in case you don't believe me, here's a screenshot of not even all, but a lot of the references to this firsthand real world experience that Google wants from us now in their quality rater guidelines. So this is real. This is what they're telling us to do. And it makes sense because AIs and search engines, which are all kind of becoming one thing, AI powered search, they're engineered to trace information back to original firsthand humanly identifiable sources. Because if an AI goes and cites information and summarizes information from another AI, it can turn into a game of telephone. And that's dangerous. And the engineers behind these LLMs and search engines know that that's dangerous. It can really dilute and even change the information. So the search engines and the AIs are trained to look for original insights from a human. And that's just another reason why this is all so important. So it makes perfect sense that Google added this kind of recommendation, which is basically a requirement. And it's literally impossible to be considered an original source if you're churning out bland AI written content. But again, the percentage of the content is not the percentage of the content that's written by AI is not what's important. What's important is how much human experience you have in it. Your content, this is really important to remember. In fact, your content can be 100% written by a human and still lack enough of that new experiential E factor to rank well. So you can still get stuck in a trap of producing content the way we've been producing it for years, which is, tends to be high quality and informative and educational, but doesn't always have that E factor. So in order to succeed in this new era, we need to flip this question that everybody's asking on its head and stop asking how much AI is okay to include in my content and ask yourself instead, what depth of human experience have I added to this?